I got a lot of cricket memories. I don't have a lot of basketball memories.
Mm.
Because we played a lot of cricket in the backyard.
I'm not sure if I have lots of memories of like I don't have any real crisp ones.
No.
Like I couldn't say that, a catch or a bowl or something or whatever.
Nah.
Unlike the bloody
But
4K memory I just delivered to you.
backyard cricket. Let's talk backyard cricket. So we had a pitch at our house that was directly next to the pool. On the leg side.
Yes.
Right? So it was right next to you, basically on the pitch.
The pool was basically playing a giant back pad position.
Yeah, it's a silly mid.
So like back pad's that guy who stands right next to the batter.
Yeah,
on the leg
right
side.
There. Yeah.
So the pool covers that spot plus every like mid on, and then all the way.
Basically, you couldn't hit it.
Yeah, and the pitch was like a footpath, essentially, like some pavings.
Yeah, which was uneven, had big divots in it. So if you hit a certain spot, it just went straight up in the air.
Yeah, that was good. That's the whatever. What are they called? The foot marks and the rough spots.
Yeah. We could dab out the pitch sometimes. You go out there and you give it a bit of a tap just to make sure, everything's in check. We're also using this plastic piece of shit bat, which is great for backyard cricket because you don't want to be tonking it over the fence all day, right?
No.
That ruins the game. It's a great shot, but it ruins the game.
Our eldest brother had a horrible habit. I couldn't stand the way he played backyard cricket. He was an absolute menace to play against.
Yeah, why?
Because his strategy was to like do a big sort of like baseball type swing, but hit it straight into the deck. Like he would like just
chop it down?
Just chop it straight down, and it would bounce over the fence or it'd bounce onto the roof, and almost impossible to get out. Like you're never gonna get it caught and bowled or anything.
Yeah, all you've got in the field is yourself. There's maybe a fielder on the onside.
No. There are dozens, maybe a half dozen fielders.
Yeah, no, but no, I'm going to go through them.
Oh yeah,
because we've got fielders. We already mentioned the pool, but let's go through a few of the other ones really quick. There was a few big trees. What were they?
Yes,
palm trees.
There was a palm tree about halfway down the pitch.
Yeah, he's there to catch
on the offside.
Yeah,
he's that's Terry, I think, or if Terry was not Terry, then Terry was there was one right next to the bowler, about 1.5 meters.
Not for the whole time, but that was there.
That was there. Then you
don't know why. Like you could catch that if it was going to him. You could have probably caught that as the bowler. But there was also
because
one
the planter box, like there was a brick. It was like you were gonna stub your toe really badly.
You were gonna mess your feet up. Yeah, you're right. And then we had another palm tree in the slips.
You have palm tree in the slips, but I'm pretty sure slips was pretty much all out.
Yeah, pretty much all out in the slips because there was like bees that gathered on those flowers. So you didn't want to be messing around in there too much. So all the slips were out. The auto wiki keeper was in. Yep, automatic wiki keeper was in.
There was another tree over by where the trampoline used to be. That's still a fielder. That's on the boundary, on the off boundary.
Yeah, that's a really tough one to hit. Really, you'd be doing well if you got caught by him.
Because if the ball hits the stump of a tree, that's out. But if the ball hits the leaves of a tree, then it's a one-hand catch.
You have to catch it with one hand off the leaves.
In order to secure the out.
And that's also the case if it goes on the roof but comes back down. You have to catch it with one hand off the roof.
You got the clothesline. Now the clothesline, if there were clothes on the clothesline, obviously, and the ball hits any clothes, it's a single hand catch rule.
Is it?
Yes.
Bloody hell.
Now, if the clothesline, if the clothesline's extended, we're looking at a Hills hoist here. If the clothesline is extended and it hits the metal frame limbs of the clothesline, that's out.
That's out.
But
the ropes, no.
Not the ropes.
Not the ropes.
If the Hills hoist is in its fully upright position with all arms sort of locked in and facing directly upwards, then we're looking at a finger situation.
No, we're not.
Where
No, we're not. No, that's out. That's out.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's out, even if it hits Clary's fingers, Clary clothesline,
The ropes.
the rope. So you would hit it you know, within a fraction of the limbs, but
Out.
the ropes will flick up. That's out.
He's in a ready position, so he's going to catch those.
He's
The last unofficial fielder, this is the only real weird quirk in the game, is the one we've already mentioned, the pull. So we were trying to eliminate all shots on the leg side because they were basically just fence bound. They were going to go over the fence. Any shot on the leg side.
Also, it is a pain to get the ball out of the pool, so we did try to discourage pull shots in general.
Yeah, you don't want it to go in the pool. So we had a rule. Now I'm going to go through the history of the rule first, but because we'll get to where it's going to get to. But in the beginning, it was if you hit it in the pool on the full, you're out.
That's out.
Out. He's a fielder because it's annoying to have to get it out of the pool.
Get it out of the pool.
That's out. But
the strategy
there was a new
became to
strategy,
just because you could just bowl straight at the leg side and you're going to get him out. Like it's
bowl
the pool's too big
at his legs. He's going to pop it in the pool. That's out. So we changed it so that if the ball went into the pool, it was what was called a knuckle, which was half of a finger, which is a half out. Now, we also, at the same sort of time, introduced a rule that you could not bowl full tosses on the leg side.
Full toss on the leg side is a no ball, and you cannot be given out on any. No,
it's just for pools. It's just for pools. Just for pools. Yeah.
It's a no ball for knuckles.
Yeah, you cannot be given a half out or be proceeding to a full out.
Yeah, your second half out
on a full toss on the leg side. Now, other than that, it was pretty much standard rules. If you put it on the deck and it went into the pool, one run,
single
run,
yep.
And we had boundaries 4, 6, and then we had 2 special boundaries, which was the left and right sort of alleyways of the house. And they were what? 10s.
10 if you got it down the alleyway.
Yep.
14 if it lands
if you did it on the full.
Beyond the threshold of the house on the full.
Yeah, 14. And it's a risky shot because it could be a game ender. It's right near the fence.
There's a fence issue. There's a window issue. Window's obviously out.
Yep, window's out.
The window placement was also really good because you had a nice little...
Yeah, the field was great. The field was great.
You had bricks in between fairly large windows, let's say like double pane windows, like 2 side by side.
Yeah, so they were a good target, but you didn't want to hit it.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, that is probably, and I don't think it could be argued really against that is not the best backyard cricket pitch ever. In fact.
No, are you saying it is or it isn't?
You couldn't argue that it's not.
Oh, no, I completely agree. I think it works. It works beautifully. You've got just that right amount of automatic fielders out there to make the game kind of interesting. Imagine like a flat backyard, right? Completely flat, no trees, no nothing. Nice pitch, right? We've got a bit of space to work with. But you need all the boys around to have a game. You need all the boys around to have a game.
I will revise my statement because what I didn't mean to say is that for 2 to 3 players.
2 to 3 players. It's the best backyard
absolutely optimal.
Yeah. You can't have 6 people on that pitch.
And you wouldn't want to.
No, you can't do it. One other thing we have to put on the official rec is that there was the secret weapon.
Yeah. And there was actually another window as well. And the door.
Window.
Like the window, the laundry window, which was
you could not hit that.
You could hit it.
You could.
But also, you would also be risking hitting a couple of beer bottles or whatever was on the table.
Or having a spectator take a catch. Yep.
Spectator catch obviously is out. The secret weapon, though, please go ahead.
Okay,
I mean, we've got footage of this. You could show some footage of this.
Yeah, I might. There's
good to dig that out.
There's a little bush that you could hide behind, and you usually hid there for a little while.
It's near the pool filter.
You're waiting for the batsman to say his line.
There's a dance to it. There's a sort of call and response. Yeah.
Yes. So they don't make any secret. They've walked over to the little tree and they're sort of peering at the batsman through the tree, sort of getting a good look at them.
Sometimes you would even feign dropping the ball in that direction.
Oh, yeah. And then go, I've dropped the ball.
I just got to go grab the ball. you
And then
know,
you pick it up and you're in position, stealth mode, you know, camo, right? You appearing at the batsman, you're looking at him, you're sizing him up, you're like, I'm going to give him a secret weapon.
Through the leaves, like
Through
kind
the
of like
leaves.
Rambo style. Like,
Yeah, Rambo style. Now, the batsman's line is, where did he go?
where's he gone? Yeah.
Where's he gone? And that's when the bowler will come out of that secret weapon position.
Yes.
But the ball's in their opposite hand. They're going to bowl it on their opposite hand. Oh, what's going on here? They bowl it, and usually when they say, where'd he go? Where is he? When they come out of the hiding place, because it's a bit of a spring action, they run out like, there. You have to say, well, you don't have to, but it pays.
It is customary to say.
Customary for the batsman to say, there he is. There he is.
And then you'd look. Sometimes the left-handed bowl meant you had to sort of do like a little sort of spin, little pirouette.
Yeah, you can throw a spin in, or you can do it regular. Yep.
And getting wicket on a secret weapon is
very rare.
Almost, I'd say almost never. But
people just put them away.
I mean, you bowl with left hand,
or it goes in the pool. Like you just bowl it straight into the pool.
Oh, actually, yeah, they're straight into the pool. Mm-hmm. There's also the dynamic of the wet ball, which sort of made.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about the wet ball.
The primary benefits of the wet ball is you get a bit of bounce. Yeah,
or less bounce.
You dampen the bounce. I mean to say.
Yeah, so it really it zips in on you.
It zips in. It's also got a bit of spray off it.
Yeah, so it might spray you a bit in the eye. Yeah, with some pool water.
The best, I think, application of the wet ball is the sort of Hawkeye feature that it has. The stumps were a sort of a ledge, like a brick ledge, that were painted a dark green eventually, and then another freestanding brick to sort of represent the top of the stumps. Not bales per se, but
bales. Like the top of the stumps. You're right. It wasn't the bales. Yeah.
And so if you bowl a wet ball and it beats the batsman and hits somewhere on the back, on the ledge,
there's evidence.
There is a Hawkeye sort of spot on the wall to demonstrate if it did impact the stumps. Look, there's the
that was
wet
great.
Ball.
But here's the thing about the wet ball. Sounds great. Why wouldn't you just wet the ball on purpose? You can't.
You can't. You mustn't. It is
You're not
sporting.
allowed to. I've seen people do it. I've done it, where you drop the ball near the pool.
Look, if the batsman causes the ball to become wet through error, or let's say they're trying to throw the ball back to you and it's a dud throw and it bounces around and gets into the pool, that's a free wet ball.
Yeah, free wet ball.
But if the bowler elects to wet the ball, he could be instructed
to
dry it off.
To bounce it a few times.
Couple of bounces.
Yeah, a couple of bounces on the deck.
Yeah, there's some historic innings that went down. Ugh. I think one jumps out.
Yeah.
Double century.
Was that what it was?
Double century.
Oh, no. To be fair, I scored the double century. It probably was late at night at the time, probably 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
I mean, it was a twilight game, the twilight
game
match.
Yep.
And I think sun was up, or sun was, still.
Yeah, at the beginning.
It was still light out, and then played into the night. Yep. But that's the thing, is that you might feel a pang of guilt around that. I was a young man at the time.
Yeah, I'm 6 years older than him, and I was tarping him up this particular day, obviously, hitting lots of boundaries.
And if you extrapolate 6 years, I mean, look, a 20-year-old against a 26-year-old, that's fine. That's an even playing field. And then
that sounds pretty fair.
Even like 15 to 20, that's still getting there,
not really.
pretty even.
Sure.
I think I was around 9 or 10.
Maybe you were 8 or 9.
And you were a late bloomer. You're a late bloomer, so it's not like you were...
Even match.
It's not like you were like really like,
No, I needed to prove myself, man, that I could do it against the best for my own self-esteem to be
that's the thing.
I have to be the best,
That's the thing. You might think that would... Look, I think that instilled in me... Because the thing is right, it's over 45, right? He's probably on 170. at this stage, but I am still steaming in.
Yeah,
And the run up
you were.
was sort of like a curved run up. It was not a straight run up, but
Are you? Yeah, go on.
I was a fast bowler. I was not.
Medium pacer.
I wasn't really bad. I wasn't much for the spin, but I didn't mind a little off cut up from time to time.
Yeah.
But I would steam in, and I have a look. If I'm being honest, are you familiar with Glenn McGrath?
Glenn McGrath? Yes, I'm aware of him.
And are you familiar with Brett Lee?
Yes, both of those people.
If you were to imagine some sort of melding of their bowling actions, the precision of Glenn McGrath, the ferocity of a Brett Lee.
Yes. Oh, it wasn't just there.
If you combine those two things,
yes,
you're beginning to approximate the beauty of my bowling action. Because I don't know what it is, right? But I have a strong ability to mimic physical actions.
Can you?
So if you see a pitcher, like I'll watch a pitcher submarine pitch in baseball, where he sort of throws it from under.
Yeah.
I could just do that, and I can just do things like that. I can just see it. I can conceive it.
Yes.
And then I can
believe it, and then you achieve it.
And then I achieve it. But no, honestly, I think that sort of experience where I'm getting,
pumped. Yeah.
No, it was still competitive. You got lucky.
I got a record.
You got. I'm sure you had some close calls. But I think. Look, I played a competitive sporting event recently, and a couple of players on my team didn't demonstrate brilliant sportsmanship. Oh. In fact, fairly poor sportsmanship, I would say.
Yeah.
And I think those types of experiences has really put me in good stead I can take a beating, I can take a loss, I can still steam in, I can still be...
That's
in
good.
The game, in the fight.
That's good. And are you? Did you want me back then to nick it to the slips and just whatever? Did you want me to get out?
It was going to happen,
so we could go inside, or did you want to beat me as well?
I want to get the wicket.
Yeah, you want to get the wicket, right?
I'm steaming in. I'm going for the wicket.
Yeah. I think I just remember the beckons of, come inside. And it was like, no, he's got to get me out first. We're still going.
Yeah. I'm not going to, I wouldn't give in like that.
But the thing is that you had nothing to gain after I started scoring 200 runs because I was a scumbag back then. I would have been rubbing it in. I would have been 200. Whew.
Well, that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that whatsoever.
Nah, I was, yeah, I probably couldn't compete with Brody in our youth, and I just took it out on you and your friends when when you come over and play video games or whatever.
Yeah, I feel bad for the other people who weren't sort of tempered in the flames of competition like I was.
Yes.
And anyone else who came from another environment where they weren't expecting to get beaten.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be able to get beaten. You have to.
But there's a way to win too, and I wasn't doing the best version of that, let's say.
Well, look,
in that case,
I think the most egregious example of that was the Halo days. But
really,
yeah, by far.
Because the rules of the Halo game were sort of tailor-made to fit my sort of play style.
That is true.
Human weapons, no shields, guys. No shields. Human weapons only. Let's go.
Yeah, sniper map, the one with the
two bridges. Yeah,
the two sort of the two sort of SimCity towers.
Yeah, it was Blood Gulch, Sidewinder, or that one.
I can't remember.
Sidewinder was the ice one.
I can't remember the Sidewinder. But
it was just the ice one where you roll around in tanks. The only ice one we played. Yeah. What do you mean egregious? What was I doing back in the Halo days?
Oh, just merciless.
Yeah.
Just no No regard for human safety.
Yeah, but again, like I'm trying to raise, like, it's a baptism of fire. You're probably a better video gamer player for it.
Yeah.
Going through that rough experience, like,
Oh, look, I'm not talking about
it's kind of
towards
like
me. Look,
how,
I, like I said, I can take any beating, but
yeah, but that's because you had to.
well, you know, it was either that or you.
Watch me play Grand Theft Auto again.
Yeah, I'm on the field. At least I'm in the game.
Oh, man.
Like that's the most important thing. Got to be in the game.
Yeah, for sure.